All right, welcome back, my friends. It is Tuesday, March 17th, day 2 of digital learning. We're going to be talking about science right now. So you need to find the activity that says, why do some building entrances have ramps? And it should have the date at the top. This is the one we're going to be looking at right now. All right, so still talking about ramps, very similar to what we talked about yesterday, talking about simple machines. Let's look over here. Let's preview that vocabulary before we start reading. It's really important that we do that so we understand what it's talking about in here. So here are your vocabulary words. You have distance. It's the amount of space between 2 points. So the distance is how far away something is from something else. Force is a push or a pull that can change the position of an object. If you apply force to something, you're changing its position. You're moving it. And work, the use of force to move something over a distance. So however much work it takes you to move something, it's the use of force to move something over a certain distance. So I'm going to read the passage to you. We'll talk about the questions, and then you guys can go ahead and start answering them. Just like yesterday, they're pretty simple, pretty straightforward, so shouldn't be too terribly difficult, but if you're confused about something, just send us a message. All right. So, the title up here, why do some building entrances have ramps? If simple machines help you do work, then what do we mean exactly when we say work? Scientists say that work is the force applied to an object to move it a certain distance. When you walk upstairs or along ramp, you are doing work. You are applying force to move yourself a distance. Scientists don't measure work just by how much force you use or how far a distance you travel. They look at the end result. So whether you use stairs or a ramp to reach the entrance, the amount of work you are doing is the same. You are using less force over a greater distance or more force over a short distance. Okay, so let's take a look. Just a couple questions today. Don't think there's anything on the back. Nope. Okay, so let's look. Look right here at letter A. Check the box next to the caption that correctly describes what is happening in the picture. So you look really carefully at this picture and think about what is happening here. Taking the entire picture, all the details, and you're going to check the box that tells us what is happening in this picture. So is it the person using the stairs is doing more work? Both people are doing the same amount of work? Or the person using the ramp is doing more work? So is the person using the stairs doing the more work? They're both doing the same amount of work, or the person using the ramp is doing more work? That's what you're going to need to decide here. All right, and then look at B. Use the vocabulary words to complete the sentences. So these vocabulary words, they were really important. We're using these to complete these sentences. You're going to put the correct word in the blanks. Lifting and tugging are examples of blank being applied. So that'd be distance, force, or work. Number 2, the blank between 2 places can be measured in inches, feet, or miles. The blank between 2 places can be measured in inches, feet, or miles. Would it be distance, force, or work? And then number 3, your last question here. An inclined plane makes it easier for you to do blank. An inclined plane. If you're not sure what an inclined plane is, go back and look at the activity that we did yesterday. Inclined plane was one of your vocabulary words there, and so you can refresh your memory on what an inclined plane is if you're not sure. Listen to it again. An inclined plane makes it easier for you to do blank. What would make sense there? Distance, force, or work. And that's all for your day 2 digital learning science activity. Like I said, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. If you have questions or something doesn't make sense, let us know. If not, then we'll see you back tomorrow.